You're watching The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales, streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
Hello, I'm Alfie, and down there's Jena. That's Bean. Okay, I got Bean correct on the first try, so that I'm happy for that. All right, and we're all Space Cadets. This is the show, Space Cadets. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome in.
Can I do a little show off real quick?
Yes.
So I was doing so right before the show, I do What's in the Box Thursday nights on The Experience. And I opened up something from Mad Cave Studios. Love their books. Always have fun reading them. They usually have what they send to our store. It's usually kind of like it's in a tube, and it'll have like a poster, and then it'll have like some bookmarks or some stickers for whatever new book they're gonna have, right? So this time I got two of them. I opened the first one, and it was a rolled up parchment paper that had like gold leaves on it and like a wax seal that I literally spent 5 minutes trying to break and ended up having to use a box cutter. I couldn't open this thing to save my life. Okay, people in the comments were like, oh, try this, try that. And I was just like, nothing is working. So finally I got a box cutter, and I'm like, ha. And then that still didn't work at first.
That's some strong wax.
Working. But it was a letter from Zeus for one of their new books. And the other one I opened, the other tube I opened, it was a poster. And are you ready for this? Coffee.
That's nice.
So the book is called Don't Spit in the Wind. And it's going to be set in Mars. And they make coffee to feel better. And it's a bag of coffee, like a big bag, kind of like a coffee. Like, I don't know, it's almost bigger than my hand. And there's actually a company to make comics coffee. For everybody who wants it, you can screenshot that right there. And that is a QR code to take you to Mad Cave Studios for more of their coffee. But yeah, I'm just like, I think this is the coolest little gimmick type thing that they've done with a comic. Yeah. It's a comic about coffee, so they sent us coffee.
That's pretty cool.
I thoroughly approve of that as somebody drinking coffee right now at
same.
Some PM o'clock that probably shouldn't be drinking coffee at, but
I think the funniest part about it is that I had my cup of my like iced coffee, right? I was drinking on it, and it was done. Oh no, it's empty. It's what I said. I was like, oh no, I'm out of coffee. Sad face. And then I showed a couple of books, and I was like, after this commercial break, I'll show you these things. And then we come back, and I go to open it, and I'm like, oh my God, it's more coffee. I just run out of coffee. So it was like, I don't know how this is like serendipitous, like timing. I was like, they sent me coffee. That's great. Woo. What about you guys? What are some of the other like little like things that you've gotten with a comic that you were just like, well, that's different and I love it?
Well, for the SCP Kickstarter, I bought books, but one of the stretch goals was a comic book. Ooh. So I got a comic book with my books and a bunch of other stuff.
Ooh.
Because there were only I think I only bought 2 to 3 extra things. I was like, okay, I want a face mask, I want a lanyard, and I want a bookmark. But then, they sent me a whole bag that has just a bunch of stuff in it.
Ooh, show me.
Okay.
Can we see?
Which also, Man, my dude came upstairs and was like, "Hey, there's a package for you." And I was like, "What?" It's like, "Did you forget you ordered something?" And I was like, "No, I definitely. Oh God, I hope I didn't forget that I ordered something. That's terrible." But then it's like, "Oh no, okay, it's swag." So this is the lanyard.
That's
It's
awesome.
got a cool little ID badge that you can put a picture of yourself in.
Yeah.
And stay there.
I gotta do one thing. Hold on.
Okay.
The ghost door.
Speaking of things that startle Alfie, I forgot to close the spooky door
I don't like
behind
spooky
me.
doors.
I'm so sorry.
It's all good. I'm kind of so tired right now that it didn't even click to me.
Yeah.
So it's all good. But yeah, and the face mask came in this cool like package.
Mhm.
It's pretty nice, and it's like cloth. It's nice. So
Oh, it is nice.
Nice.
it feels nice. So that. A bookmark.
Nice.
Ooh.
It's pretty nice.
Top secret.
It's top secret. These are. It's a board game pack.
Ooh.
It's like. It's got the Plague Doctor.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
Oh, there's more than one card in here.
I
Hold
love
on.
small art. Because, like, you can display a lot of it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Hold on. Okay, here we go. So you got the Plague Doctor. Let me make sure there's nothing bad. Okay. You got Red Sea Object.
Ooh.
And Unlondon.
Okay. That's cool.
I need to read SCP so badly. I have so many other things to read. It's
Well, at
in
least
the
with-
virtual stack.
At least with SCP, it's kind of an ongoing project. So
Yeah. I think that makes it more intimidating to me because I
Fair
don't
enough.
like you pick up a book and you know how much you got to read, but like with a website, it's like this could go on forever, and it actually will.
yeah. Well, I actually it's like, oh well, this one sounds interesting. I'll just read up on that and then go to bed.
But that's never what happens. Come on.
Yeah. Got the
You
sticker.
always fall into. Ooh.
Oh, sticker.
Yeah. Not something I dropped for sure. And this cool little thing. I guess it's just. Oh, I get it. This is Nope. I know what this is. Okay, because I've taken it out to display it. This was the package that this came in. So it's like a little. It's got the stand.
Ooh.
Oh,
And it's got a little monster.
Aw, he's adorable.
love the monster.
Yeah, and this is. It's hard plastic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's got enough arms for big hugs.
Yeah. And it just pops in like that.
Aww.
Yeah. And also, I haven't actually even looked at these. It's a postcard set. They came in this nice little envelope.
Fancy. No wax seal though, right?
No wax seal. That's why it was so easy to open. Okay, and it's got like descriptions of some of the SCPs and events and stuff that went down.
That's so
I
cool.
love those.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty cool. And there is a coin that I got that has fallen into the abyss. I'll have to get that later. And this is the comic book.
Ooh.
Oh,
I have to borrow that.
yes. Can you please declare that your pick of the week one week and then we can all read it?
Yeah, no, I was planning on it at some point. It's just, I was like, I would like to read this first, but it's going to feel like pressure if I haven't read it. But yeah, and there's like so many other things that I also want to read. There's too much. There's too much. But yeah, I'm happy that they met their stretch goal to get the comic made. Thought that was really cool.
Yes.
I was just gonna say, I have openly admitted that I have declared picks of the week I haven't read before because I wanted to force myself to finally read something. So
I think this one was the first one I hadn't read yet, but that's literally because it came in that day.
yeah.
For anybody asking, I'm eating Bucky's jerky.
Nice.
I don't know why. I can feel it. I can feel it out there.
I just assumed you were eating peanuts for some reason. I think it's because I was eating peanuts earlier. I don't know.
I also got this.
That looks good.
Snack game.
The other one I think I got was honey cinnamon.
I'm gonna say the only thing I've ever really gotten, I don't really have any like cool comic stuff because, like I said, I tend to conserve as much money. Like I try to just buy as many books as possible. So that's like what I get, and like I usually like buy enough to get the book, and then I'm like, well, if I save my money, I can go buy more books. But I was gonna see, because usually the one thing that I love when it gets given out, like with comics, is bookmarks.
Yeah,
Because I always need bookmarks. I was gonna dig because like I'm sitting right here next to my like mound of things I need to read. Let me see. I think I probably have my bookmark in here somewhere. No, I have like.
I feel like I should bend down off screen.
Right.
Like everybody else is.
I was like, maybe I have something, you know, one of my cool comic bookmarks, but of course I don't. I have The Eye of the World, where I'm using a coupon I got from a sushi restaurant as a bookmark, and then I have Vonnegut, where I have just a random scrap of paper. This is why I need more bookmarks. Give me more bookmarks so I don't have to use sad paper.
See, I can't say anything. So what I use is an aliens card for a bookmark.
That's a good one.
That is
Yeah.
lovely. Oh, I just remembered. I know some of the comics that come through the store, like this one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Cool little
That's
bookmark.
nice. That's a good one.
And an Earth Divers one.
Oh.
I just keep all this stuff on my desk. Oh, this is probably one of my favorites. It's just I really like the art on it.
Oh, that is cool.
What comic is that one from?
Night Eaters? Question mark.
Night Eaters.
Sounds delicious.
I think I feel like it's the one that has like the bag and all this other stuff.
Hold on, let me see if I can show you my bookmark
Oh, of course,
collection.
Ooh.
Can you guys kind of see?
Oh, is that on the... I don't want to say a direction because it's going to be flipped for you. To your left. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
They go all the way up.
Nice.
That's awesome. let me check one more book. Because... Let me see. No. I thought my Patrick Rothfuss might have a bookmark in it, but I started this one, and then the first part is about him stressing about how he's going to pay his tuition.
Oh,
So I was like, this is too real for me right now.
That's fair.
So I had to take a little break, and I had to read something else for a little bit.
Understandable.
I got the coin back.
Nice.
So it's this cool little metal coin.
I like
I
that.
don't know if you can. Yeah.
That's
How do the
cool.
beauty people do it on YouTube?
I know. Like, how do they? They're just like.
I think they're casting a spell. I think they're casting like a.
But yeah, this is actually pretty heavy. So.
What is the magic here?
Oh wait, I know. No wait. No, I know it. I saw. Okay, I remember a trick that Katya did while watching Trixie and Katya stuff. Okay, so you see the coin, and to bring it in focus, here you go. There's the coin. It's beautiful. She was just doing that the whole time, showing off her beauty stuff. It was hilarious. Sorry.
Oh my gosh, that's great.
Oh no! Now I have to put everything up. But yeah, bookmarks is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I think bookmarks and stickers probably make me the most happy. Yeah, like even though, like, I mean, this is really cool. Granted, that this was with a full-on Kickstarter with books and stuff, but and that was just a stretch goal thing. But yeah, I mean, if you just want to make the people happy, stickers and bookmarks, maybe a magnet. Magnets are pretty cool. And underrated.
I actually have. So the ones that I showed you a minute ago, those are metal bookmarks from called Spider. Oh my gosh, what was it? Spider Squirrel. No, Squirrel Man.
Spider Squirrel or Squirrel Man? Those are two very different things.
Hold on.
I was gonna guess a couple of comics had spider in the name, and Squirrel Spider was not among those that I was gonna guess.
Not
Spider Squirrel.
Spider Squirrel.
Oh, that's cool.
Spider
I remembered.
Squirrel.
And these are metal. I think that's why I hung them up.
I'm imagining some really horrific things as a spider squirrel. Like a squirrel with like 8 like extended legs just like scampering at you.
Or a spider with a tail.
Oh my god, a spider I just
with
thought of
8 tails.
But no legs. It's just
No, I'm good. I'm good, bro. I'll pass.
Yeah. Oh, they commute like Tails from Sonic. It's funny at first, and then you're like, "Oh God, that's a spider."
No, it just gets funnier the longer I think about it. I'll let you know if I get horrified.
That is terrifying.
I'm thinking if I saw it in person, it would be like, haha, funny. Oh wait. Oh no.
No. No.
Oh, I remember. Man, I can't remember which comic it was, but I remember it was in one of those big boxes. I can't remember it at all. But I think that they were giving away rolling papers with one of their comics.
Oh God, what book was that? I remember that.
But I know it was also, it came in like a big giant box that had a bunch of other comics and graphic novels in it. I can't for the life of me remember it. I probably wrote it down somewhere, but who knows at this point.
I have no idea. So, guys, I have another question for you. Have you guys watched anything new?
Yes.
Alfie sounds very excited. I say we let Alfie go first.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I need to get comfy. I feel like... All right, I'm ready. Tell me.
The Last of Us.
Ooh.
My dude and I were so excited. We like watched it the night that it came out. And oh man. Like we were kind of worried. We had high hopes because we both like Pedro Pascal. I think Bella Ramsey is Ellie. And they're in Game of Thrones as the
little bear.
The amazing. The character was amazing, but my brain, there's too many Games of Thrones characters. I can't remember right now. I just remember she was a boss. She was a boss.
Little bear. She became the head of her household.
Yeah, Lady Mormont. Yep. But yeah. So it's like, okay, well we like the people in this. And the previews look really good, but it is a video game adaptation, which never bodes well. It almost never bodes well. But then we were watching it and we looked at the time and it's like, man, this is the length of a movie. This is an hour and a half long. Well, I guess we're strapping in. And the opening sequence is pretty similar to the show. I mean, to the game.
Ooh.
Like, even to the point of they came to the crossroads and it's like, that's the road. That's the road that they were on. That is. It is. Which, if no one knows the game takes place in Austin, at least at the start. So there's an actual road you can go to in Austin and be like, it's from the game. But yeah. So I mean, the intro was amazing. It was perfect. It was exactly like you would expect if you've played the game or seen other people play the game. And then I don't want to give away spoilers just in case people haven't played the game and they're like, oh, I want to get into it with the show. But stuff happens, and at some point later in life, Joel, who is Pedro Pascal's character, he has to take this little girl, Ellie, to a certain destination. It's a whole thing. And in this universe, there's things called clickers, and they're basically like plant zombies. I can't describe them any other way. Like, that's what they look like. And it was just from beginning to end engaging. Like, the show ended, and it was like, it's been an hour and a half. But
You lie.
But is the next episode up? Can we have it now? And it's like, nope, you gotta wait. But it was so good, and it's I'll be honest, I've only seen the game be played in full. I need to actually play it, but I'm a big baby. And it's kind of it does have horror aspects, obviously, because it's a disease that's taken over the world, I guess. Who knows?
Isn't it based off of a real thing?
What do you mean?
The disease that they used.
I don't know.
Based like
It's based on, so this is actually one of the few zombie things that I really like is The Last of Us. And
it takes over ants or something, right?
Yeah, so it's based on spores, and it's basically supposed to be a fungi that is taking over people and reanimating them. And there is a fungi in real life that gets into beetles and things and ants and like gets into their brain, takes over them, makes them climb to a really high branch, clamp on, die, and then it's consumed by the fungi, and from the high branch the fungi is able to spread.
Okay. Then I have heard of this fungi before.
Mm-hmm.
And this had reminded me of it, but I don't think I ever did enough research to be like, oh, that's what it's based on. For sure.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Keep talking. I was just like,
it's all good.
I don't know why my brain was like, this is actually a real thing that it's based off of. And I'm
Well,
like,
I was sitting here just ready with the fungi facts. I was ready. I was waiting.
I'm all down for fungi facts. Next Space Cadettes episode, we're only talking about fungi.
okay, that's totally fine.
Because we're a couple of fun guys. Okay. I'll just leave now.
Why would zombies and fungi? Oh my.
Well, I think that does make sense because, I mean, the fungi is killing you. Yeah. But it's also like, hey, we need you to move over here so that we can spread. Mm-hmm. Please and thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like it. I like the game so much that I've watched like behind the scenes and stuff. I haven't played the second one because time and money. Responsibilities. But yeah, it's really interesting because like all of the character, like all of the zombie designs are supposed to be stages of like the body being taken over by the fungi. So the clickers are like that, like they're like split open and like really creepy looking. And the reason that they have to use echolocation is because basically the spores have exploded out of their face and out of their brain. Oh. And so that's why they don't have eyes anymore, and that's why they have to use echolocation. Yeah.
Oh,
it's great. And anyone who loves horror and like I haven't watched it yet, but I'm really excited. Do the special effects like hold up?
Yes. I would say that they do. It wasn't one of those things where it's like, oh, all right. It also kind of felt like, oh, they kind of took into account that people were probably watching this on like HD TVs or really nice TVs. Because sometimes some things don't take that into account. And it's like, oh, this doesn't feel right. It looks bad. But no, it looked amazing. This is going to be one of those that it's like, you know what? I'm in the mood for. I just feel like rewatching Last of Us. It's 10 out of 10. I would highly recommend.
So I guess this is a weird question. Do you think with their special effects, what they did was practical effects with CJ on it, or how does it look to you?
I'm not 100% certain. Honestly, I feel like I would have to rewatch the episode. I mean, if I have to.
Oh,
but,
for the show.
Yeah, I'm just gonna rewatch every episode like each time the new one comes out. It's like, oh well, the third one's out. Well, I guess I have to rewatch the first two.
Oh no.
I think it's a really good sign though that Alfie didn't immediately be like, it's CGI. Like it was so convincing and you were not drawn out of it at all by being like, oh, that's practical or oh, that's CGI.
Even if it was CGI, it's the story and the acting was so good that I don't think I would have been pulled out of it either way. It was just from start to finish, the pacing was awesome. Everything was... Because I saw the length and I was like, oh man, ooh, I'm worried. But then it was like, it's over? We've been sitting here for an hour and a half?
I say the same thing about Lord of the Rings, though. Like the first trilogy. Because they used mostly practical effects with a hint of like CGI, but like it's like, oh, this is going to be like 6 hours. Okay. So now I will have another show that I can do that to. Just like, oh, it's an hour and a half. Okay.
Yeah, sit back and relax. It'll be done in 5 minutes.
But yeah, I'm actually super. Do we know how many episodes it's supposed to be?
I don't know, but I could probably find out. Because I'm certain that...
I'm thinking in Game of Thrones, those two characters never met in the show. And now they're together in Last of Us.
Oh, that didn't even occur to me. Yeah, you're right.
Oh my gosh, those two. Because one of them only stayed in King's Landing and Little Bear only stayed in the north. So, like, and now they're acting together. I wonder if people are like, oh, how's it feel to be acting together again? The two of them would be like, well, we never did, but yeah.
Was Pedro Pascal in Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I never watched the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair. It looks like 9 episodes.
Ooh. And they're set to come out weekly, right?
Yeah. Every Sunday.
Good. I have made that mistake before, where I was watching a Korean drama that came out once a month.
Oh.
A 20-minute episode once a month.
That's not enough if you like it.
I pray that never starts happening over here. Like, I can barely handle once a week.
Well, maybe they're just trying to be considerate. Like, hey, man, we know you want to watch our show, but we know that you have a to-watch list that's just piling up. So watch our show first, and then watch everything else. And then by the time you're done, our show will be out.
We'll have the next episode out when you're ready.
We work on your time.
Oh my gosh. What's it streaming on again?
HBO Max.
Okay. Well, I know what I'm doing tonight. I'll watch that episode tonight.
Being on HBO just worries me now.
What's it been?
I was going to ask if you watched anything.
Me?
Yeah. Yeah, you.
I just finished watching 2 things. I finished them. Mm-hmm. And I'm not sure. Okay, so one of them was the original series of DuckTales.
Okay.
I finished rewatching all of that.
Nice.
And so this other one is about to show how big of a nerd I am. I have finished watching all 24 seasons of How It's Made.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome. You know how it's made.
You know how everything
is made. At least in Canada. 24 seasons.
I've heard that show is actually good for if you have anxiety and stuff. It's actually very calming for some reason.
It is. It really
should
is.
make my
Like it's
dog
really
watch
nice to
it.
like sit around and just like.
I should.
I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Look at that perfect circle that they drilled into that snowboard. How lovely. Yes.
Sometimes I get worried the machines are gonna break. Like I think about like what if they break?
On camera.
On camera. Burn it down. Burn it all down.
Guys, we can't use this. We can't use this. We have to. No. What, do you have something else in the factory that can be made? How is this machine made? Can we go?
Listen, if you're ever on YouTube trying to find how it's made though, so I don't know if it's just because my algorithm knows that I watch weird stuff, but there is a parody account that looks exactly like how it's made. They have a narrator that sounds exactly like the guy, and they started off kind of normal, but then they start saying really insane stuff. They have to put the dough through the pressing machine because it's been naughty. Like,
oh my god, I need to find this. What is? Oh no! All right, take us to commercial so I can go find this, please.
Okay, we'll be right back. While Jena finds how it's not made. I don't know if that's what's called.
Oh my god!
You know how when you go to Comic-Con, after Comic-Con, you go to the hotel bar, and there's a whole bunch of people playing music and dancing, and you've got Pikachu and Lara Croft Tomb Raider doing the cha-cha slide just down from Deadpool and Batman and Wonder Woman? That's every Saturday night over on the Experience Twitch channel. Join Taji Beats for the EXP Dance Party, exclusively on Twitch, twitch.tv/the_EXP. Programming on the EXP is made possible by viewers like you, or your local comic shop, or that Kickstarter you backed, or the publisher you like, or comic industry professionals who want to share a message with the world. Really, anyone who wants to advertise with us can. If you're interested in seeing a product you know and love, or are creating, or are publishing, or are involved with, advertised here on The Experience, and having your message shared with our viewers, please reach out by scanning the QR code below or visiting our website and using the contact form. Go follow The Experience on TikTok at @the_EXP1 or scan the QR code on the screen. Our TikTok is like everywhere else we are, except you only have to deal with us for a minute. Seems like a win-win to me.
We are back. We have learned how tequila is actually made.
During the break. Doesn't take that long, actually.
And Jena, that's what it's called, right? Is how it's actually made is the channel. Okay. Yeah. If you want to see some unhinged how it's not actually how it's made content.
How it's actually made.
It's actually made.
It starts off completely normal, like Bean said it would. And then it takes a left turn, and then it U-turns, and then it takes a loop-de-loop, and then, I don't know, it takes off flying, and it's chaos.
So I'm going to be honest, some of them probably don't, just to be safe, don't play it around your kids, or not safe for work. Like, just because I don't think they say anything too bad, but I know they say some really unhinged stuff, so...
Just imagine you think that you're watching how it's made, just like, oh, I'm going to put this on for the kids. Oh, no!
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I don't remember the show being like this.
I remember this being a lot more educational.
All right, so we talked about things we watched that we liked, but is there anything lately we've watched that we didn't like?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know which one of us should go first. I'm not going to say much about mine.
I have a lot to say about mine, so...
Okay.
Here, Alfie, go.
Okay. So, along with Last of Us, something else came out on HBO. I checked it out because I was like, it can't possibly be as bad as what people are saying. I mean, come on, it's... Yep. I saw Velma.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm excited to hear your take on it. I've seen some takes online.
Okay, there's not many things that I have stopped watching in the middle of. Like, I'll typically just finish it off and just be like, okay, well, that was a waste of time, didn't like it. One of those things is Nicolas Cage's, I think it might just be called, it's ninjutsu or something like that, jujitsu. It sounded cool in theory, but the way it was filmed was just like, I can't deal with this. Maybe I'll come back to that one because it's Nick Cage. And one day I'll sit down and watch every single one of his movies. One day. But I think me and my dude got about 8 minutes into Velma, and it's like, no, I can't do this. This is...
I don't even think I made it that long.
We were trying. We were really trying. It's like, oh no, this is not good. And I think one of the articles I'd seen about it said, like, normally there's a decisive divide between progressives and the anti-woke crowd, but Velma has managed to make both of those come together and agree to not like this.
If one thing can unite the world, it is this show. So you and I talked about it. What day did we talk about it? Did we talk about
remember.
it Monday or something?
Monday, maybe.
I can't remember. So you had told me, you were like, yeah, I didn't like it. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's...
Which I went into wanting to. I didn't immediately think this is going to be bad. I was like, I think people are just being too hard. It'll be fine.
I'm usually the same way. Usually if somebody hates a movie or a show, like me and Jay, or at least I will like have some sort of interest or like it. I know it's weird, right? So this one, I was like, you know what? I have watched every iteration of anything Scooby-Doo. Truly, I have. A pup named Scooby-Doo's theme song was my ringtone for, God, at least a year. So I was like, okay. Ooh, a pup named Scooby-Doo. Anyways, so I went in and it just felt hateful.
Yeah.
It felt hateful. I felt like I was being hated watching this. I was like, oh my God, it's not so much that it was terrible. It made me feel terrible.
Oh God.
Yeah. And I was doing a lot of just eye rolling and like, oh my gosh, they're forcing this way too much. I can't.
Yeah.
I
tried.
It was bad.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet because I'm just perpetually like months behind on watching new stuff, so I'm like never the person who watches the brand new thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was excited from the trailer. I don't know if you guys remember, like I was excited. I was like, oh, this looks cool. Like it would be so cool if they do kind of like not necessarily like an adult cartoon of it, but like, you know, like Sabrina, you know, like where they did like a reboot with like YA, you know, a little maybe a little older than YA, but like
more updated.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's gonna be so cool because it's like you can do so much with number one. Velma is an awesome character. She's super smart. You have free reign to make a crazy weird mystery because she can figure it out by herself. Like should be, you know, like that's her whole thing. But yeah, no, I just keep hearing like horrible things that everyone's just like, it's just bad. And I'm like, oh no, I guess I have to watch it because like people can't even express why it's so bad.
So it from what, oh my gosh, I don't even know how to explain this. Everybody, it's not so much that you feel stupid. You just feel wrong. Because just like the way the characters talk to each other, I'm trying to.
It's like they're just trying to insist upon, like, oh, well, this is a joke, or oh, this is a TV trope. Oh, wouldn't it be weird if that happened here? And then it happens, and it's like, And then it's just constant. It's just constant. That's how I would describe it. It's just constant.
Yeah.
There's no. You know what? Okay, so Glenn Howerton plays Fred.
Mm-hmm.
He also plays Dennis. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that maybe this is just a deep It's Always Sunny plot where Dennis ruins a popular TV show. The gang ruins Scooby-Doo.
Okay.
Maybe this is a long con.
maybe I can watch it going into thinking of that. Like,
I'm still not gonna watch it. I'm done. I watched 8 minutes. I'm done. I'm not gonna hate watch it. I'm going to watch things that I like and support those things because I don't want those to get canceled.
Yeah. I don't know. What made me so upset about how just this show was for the last couple of months, we saw the trailer, we saw the announcements, like all of this. I was like, yay, update. That's cool. It's cool that Scooby-Doo's like in the forefront again. That's so awesome. And they're like, oh, we're going to update it so it's, more inclusive. And I'm like, that's cool. Awesome. Whatever. Like,
yeah. But I think they also changed a lot of the core aspects of the characters.
Yeah.
Or things that are assumed. Like, I think as far as I understand, like, Fred's a racist.
Yeah.
Like, he's kind of a bigot. And it's like...
And it's not just that, because I've seen other scenes. I've seen other scenes where he's so dumb. They made him so dumb. He's in court about to get sued. And or sued or something. I don't remember. The lawyer is like, oh, he's too dumb to know this. And they're like, oh, well, how dumb is he? And they're like, he can't even use a knife. And they hand him a steak and he goes to cut it with a knife and fork and he's got it backwards. Like
he's supposed to have wholesome himbo energy.
Exactly.
Yeah. And like everyone's just kind of mean to each other. It's like, why are you even
friends? Like, why are you even hanging out with each other? It genuinely feels like everybody hates each other.
And I don't think there actually is Scooby-Doo in it. I think it's just the 4 people.
Yeah. There's no Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. But maybe that's good because they might have also ruined him too.
I would have burned something down if they would have ruined Scooby-Doo.
Oh no. I'm just imagining like horrible thing like that they could make Scooby be. Like, because you're talking about like how they've just ruined every other character. And I'm just like, how I don't know.
Yeah.
And somebody made the argument that this show was about Velma. It wasn't about Scooby-Doo, so they didn't need Scooby-Doo. And I'm like, Scooby-Doo was the glue that held them together.
Dog.
Yeah.
Dog.
It seems like without him, everything's ruined.
Like everybody wanted to be better people because of the puppo. Like
Later on in the season, there's just gonna be like, oh, we're all allergic to dogs.
I quit.
Oh, no. Bye, Jena.
But yeah, I really wanted to like it. I wanted redeeming things about it, and I just couldn't.
I tried.
We both tried.
I don't think I even gave it 10 minutes. I
physically couldn't.
It hurt my soul. Almost as much as the Resident Evil show. I don't think Velma could actually ruin the entire Scooby-Doo franchise, but it's trying. I will say, though, that, Resident Evil definitely killed that franchise. It's over and done with now. They're not going to do any more movies or shows. They may not do even more games because of that. It was terrible. The first episode, I was like, oh, this could be totally cool. I could watch this. It's got science in it. Mm-hmm. I want that 6 or 7 hours of my life back.
What?
I demand a refund.
So I think you might have told me before, but I don't remember your specifics against it. Because it gets recommended to me on Netflix all the time. Because I love watching
Don't
like stuff.
watch it.
Yeah.
Watch it, Bean. Watch it.
Don't watch it. I
Alfie, did
promise
you watch
you.
it and like it?
Did you watch it, Alfie?
Oh no. I was just being the bad conscience.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Just on either shoulder.
I'm telling you, don't watch it. You have no idea how angry I was that it seems like it has absolutely nothing to do with anything from the books, the games, the original movies. Like the movies were pretty far off from the games, right? Because it was like the characters were different, but the premise of the actual thing was the same in the movies, right? Right? They don't even have that in the show.
So if it were just like had a different title and didn't claim to be a Resident Evil show, would it still be good?
No.
Okay.
Because all of the acting was flat, monotoned.
Well, I mean, that's totally the vibe that you would get during a zombie apocalypse. Just like, yeah, I mean, I guess Nemesis is chasing me, but
oh my god, those zombies! It reminds me of what was it? What was it? Trolls 2, I think it was. Oh
Troll
my
2.
god!
Oh my god!
They're eating him.
But that movie was fun, and there were at least a couple people that did try their best.
Yeah, and in the other show, they did not. They literally was like, oh my god, we may have found the answer for the almost cure. All these people will maybe be fixed. Oh, yay. Well, to think of something better and to talk about repercussions, I believe it is time for Pick of the Week. All right, so
our spell casting from earlier. Yeah.
Dance.
Oh my god. Okay, so guys, it is time to talk about Pick of the Week. My Pick of the Week was the Kickstarter that we had just gotten in last week. Pumpkin, #1. So this was a book. This is the first one of my Pick of the Week that I hadn't read beforehand. But I loved it. I really liked it. I can't wait for the next one to come out. What about you, Bean? What do you think?
I loved it. I had to read it really fast because of life and poor planning. But I really liked it. I think the art is really great. I do like, well, and I guess because I borrowed the digital copy from you and it was in black and white, so I don't know if they did a color one. Do they have a color one?
The physical copy of color.
Okay, yeah, I need to borrow that from you because I was like, I love this art so much. I just like wish I could see it in color.
Yeah.
So definitely, I guess something to think about. This is where I'm kind of glad I'm not the one who backed to this because I always just get the digital, so I wouldn't.
Yeah. What about you, Alfie?
I really enjoyed it. I definitely like the art style. It looks nice. And I do feel like, okay, I really want to see where this is going. Yeah. And how terrible and violent is it going to get?
Oh, I hope it gets super violent. Because it already did.
Because what?
It already did.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering how far this comic will go because I think on the Kickstarter or something it's said it's a cross between I Spit on Your Grave and something else.
Yes. What was
I think
it?
that's a big sign as to where this is going. If I
Yeah.
Spit on
Halloween.
Your Grave is the inspiration.
It's I Spit on Your Grave and Halloween.
Yeah, so it's like if that's the like how it is, it's like okay, I would be shocked if this doesn't get into a very violent and probably uncomfortable place.
All right, guys. I'm going to give a quick warning. We're probably going to talk about spoilers here in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So her best friend lured her out to that barn. And she was like, she came to help her best friend. And then the girl slaps her, right? Right? It's
Yeah.
like, you slapped my boyfriend. And she's just like, no, I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't do that. I'm still a virgin. She's like, no, you're not. And then she goes to run away. And the other person stabs her. And everybody was like, wait, what? But then like the other chicks, so it was like 4 chicks in the barn. When she gets there, her best friend and 3 other chicks. And the one dressed as a witch was like, you slapping my boyfriend. Slap. And then the other chick's, no, I didn't. She goes to get up and like run away. And this other chick dressed up like a Harlequin, just like, oops, oops, with a smile on her face. And everybody's like, oh my God, how could you do that? And then Cinderella's all like, oh, whatever, and just stabs her. And the witch is like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Oh, didn't you want to get revenge on her? I'm not stabbing her. If you don't stab her, we're going to stab you. I was like, these mean girls in small towns.
Yeah, and I did kind of like how they put the best friend in a mouse costume just to be like, yeah, she's definitely, by looking at her, she's not going to speak up.
Yeah.
And she wants to be in the popular crowd so bad, which I've never, I guess I kind of understood it. I kind of understood it when I was younger because of how the popular crowd was like shown and like, you know, being like, oh, it's going to be great. At least when I was much younger. But really, I mean, the weird goth nerd kids, that's definitely more my speed. Mm-hmm. And we don't often want to kill each other. So
I have never, I take that back. I would never stab any of my friends.
No.
As long as they were my friends.
And also, she literally stabbed her in the back, too.
They all did.
Well, no, one was in the stomach. The initial one was in the stomach.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but yeah. I think the best friend stabbing her in the back is like a literal, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she's on the ground. And then the Harlequin chick takes her head and starts drowning her in mud.
Yeah. Well, you gotta make sure, I guess.
And Death is all like, I didn't expect to see you again. She's like, what?
Yeah, imagine getting out of a coma. And then it's like, oh, well, I'm just going to sit at home, watch Cabin in the Woods, and chill. Oh, my friend needs help. I better go help her. Oh, never mind. I guess I'll be a cool murderous pumpkin lady.
And then his arms just coming out of the ground and just like...
That was a really cool visual. I actually do want to see that in color.
Yeah. Oh my God, it was so cool. It was so cool. Because in color, they play with reds and blacks for him.
Yeah.
Oh. And then I did really like that one page with panels to kind of show us how it looks in the seasons. Mm-hmm. Where it's like the first couple of months, like her poster was up, it starts fading. Somebody scratched out the eyes. Somebody wrote something on it. And then somebody tore it down. And then they put it back up. So you get to see a full year of seasons with her missing poster on. I want to know. So I hope we get to explore this in a later issue. I want to know, did they actually go to that kid's party afterwards?
Well, you know they
and
did.
If they did all of them, though. And are they all still, quote unquote, friends as popular girls? Mm-hmm. Or did the one who was the witch and the best friend who was dressed as a mouse just be like, yeah, we're terrible. We're terrible. I'm pretty sure the one dressed as the witch is going to be like, oh my God, it's all my fault because I called her out. Mm-hmm. And my boyfriend, like, oh my God, like she was vomiting. She was vomiting after she stabbed her. I really do think the witch is feeling a lot of guilt, but she's going to get her comeuppance. They all are.
I think they're all going to still be in the same friend group because they have to be. Yeah. They killed someone.
I don't know. And remember in Jawbreakers when they killed somebody and the one friend just kind of like dipped and they had a new friend?
Well, yeah, but I think she was already popular, so she was allowed to kind of... I feel like it was a different dynamic in that one.
Okay.
I guess it is similar, but it's not like they all were actively trying to kill her. It was actually an accident.
Yeah.
And Jawbreaker was technically an accident.
From 2 of them, at least.
Yeah, but, I mean, Courtney was definitely, like... It was Courtney Shane all the way. But...
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Okay. Oh, my God.
Different dynamic. I do. But a little
like,
same.
they were all seniors. So, does that mean she has to... It's been a year. They were all seniors, and now that it's been a year, does that mean she has to go hunt down everybody else at college?
Could be.
A lot of people are going to die horribly, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be really good.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to already back the rest of it.
Yeah. Okay. Whose turn is it to pick?
I think it's Alfie's pick.
It's, yeah.
Me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't forget about that.
Okay.
I definitely remembered.
Yes.
Absolutely remembered. Okay. So I bought the whole run because it was a deal. It was like $2 each. And I was like, you know what? Why not? And I haven't read this yet, but I've been meaning to. And it is called Blood on Sunset.
Oh.
And it's from Source Point.
Nice.
From what I gather, this is like crime noir meets vampires.
Nice.
And it takes place, I think, in the 1940s. I think this main detective dude, he finds out, someone he knows calls him, and is like, hey, man, I found the body of Bugsy Siegel. Like, he's dead. Bugsy's dead. And but she seems like the only suspect at the time, because it's like, you found his body. This looks very bad.
Gosh.
And somehow vampires come into play.
I can't wait.
But yeah, I definitely wanted to check this out, especially since it's only a 5-issue run, and I can definitely read the first issue at least. And I like crime noir, so
Yes.
And I like vampires.
Mm-hmm.
You put them together, and you got two of my favorite things.
Nice.
I'm so excited.
I'm excited, yeah. Well, all right, guys. We can't wait till we see you next week. Definitely stick around for we have Mock Park. SketchUp comes on after us on Thursdays, and then on Monday we have the general show where we do trivia and we do a handful of comics and we just like hang out and chill and stuff. On Tuesdays we have Minute Skim It, and then on Thursdays we have What's in the Box and Space Cadettes. So we will see you guys again next time. That's been Bean. That's been Alfie. I've been Jena. Bye.